My name is Angela McKenzie. Well, my daughter was being taken care of by a very wonderful lady across the street, and I needed a church, and I'd had a couple of experiences that weren't real great, and she invited me, and I came. I had met a lady in front of me, and that kind of broke the ice and made it a little more comfortable because I was nervous. She put her hand out, and she shook my hand, and she had a nice smile. That particular family, they're not fancy, rich, or anything. They're just really nice people. Oh, I am married to an incredible man. He would tell you he's adorable if you ask him. I have a daughter who's smart, and she works hard. And even though sometimes we growl at each other, I know that deep down in her heart she cares about her mom, and I care about her. I have a son that he is gorgeous, and I got to help serve on the board, and that was cool because I was always the youngest in the family and kind of just pushed to the side, so that made a difference. Getting up in front, sometimes it was really scary, and I liked it being a little scary, and sometimes it was just real comfortable. I just got up and just did it, saying whatever. I did some teaching, but that was not really my forte, but I kind of just wanted to help out. I got to kind of branch out a little bit. I don't know what the word is that I'd exactly say, but some things were scary, but they were fun and they were good. You know, I kind of like that little bit of taking chances and doing things that are different. So we had a fight. We were not getting along. And I went to church, and I was like, God, I need some help. And, we're having a hard time. And I very clearly heard this, and it helped me. I think it helped save our marriage. I was up there on the kneelers, and I heard, why do you always have to be right? 8 words. And I went home and I asked him about that. And I said, do I act like I always have to be right? He's like, yeah, sometimes. And it was very clear, very, very clear. Why do you always have to be right? Clear, very clear. And I was like, okay, God, yeah, I heard it. I mean, it was just, you talk about God talking to you, there you go. Well, we didn't know that was what was happening. And finally we had to say, I had to say to him, it's been 24 hours. We need to get you to the hospital. And he told me he was having a heart attack. And I called you, and you were there right away. We had lots of food come to our house. We had lots of letters, lots of cards. I'm sure there was a lot of prayers. People were supportive. And I'd come to church. Well, how's Ron? It was kind of unbelievable, but there's a lot of mental issues in my family, and I went through some of the same things, and my mom and dad helped me out a lot. There was lots of hugs. There was a lot of people that felt bad. They didn't know what to do. If they would have had to go through that, they felt my pain. There was a lot of people that would hug me and just hold me for a long time, and it's like, it's okay. But they felt my pain. They were there in my sorrow and my pain. And there were some that had lost their children. I couldn't believe how much they did for the food and stuff, and getting the bigger church. I watched 2 of the men carrying these big sandwiches, and I watched women in the kitchen cleaning up, and the tables were set up. There was so much that I didn't have to think about or do. And I mean, it was just amazing. I think some of those things happened and they were good, then they've made me stronger because of that experience. And because I've been loved so much, love helps you get through everything. I think I could help other people. People are loving. They take time to talk to me and hear me when I'm hurting, when I want to cry. They're just there. They ask, "How is Ron? How are you?" I know everybody's just thinks about us. That's just that's what gets you through, is just people loving you. We got visitors. We got letters. We had one person send us a letter every single day. And if we were getting in and out of the car, you'd help us or somebody would help us. And people would come up, "Well, how you doing, Ron?" And, when he's here, people come up and talk to him. And he can whiz his wheelchair around and talk to people. So he got saved while he was at Bishop Drum. And I'm more open about it. I'm not going to, at one point in my life I said, forget it. I'm not going to hide the Bible or the music or anything. I'm just going to do it. Well, this is a good place to be. I mean, it's a loving place.